Hi, my name is Dr. Matt Hale. I'm going to show you my everyday essentials, my everyday carry, the things that I keep on my person and in my briefcase that allow me to do my job as a college professor. So first and foremost, if you see me on my campus, if you see me walking around, I will almost certainly have my most important item, which is my Ambassador briefcase. This is a briefcase that I got actually on eBay. Handmade briefcase from New England. It's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful thing. If I have a child, it will be an heirloom that I pass down to him or her. I was the first person in my family to go to college. I was pretty working class poor. A briefcase was a sign of, it's what I associated with a professor. It's what I wanted to, it was an object that I aspired to have. If you are ever checking them out, they make incredible stuff. It's a very small team. It's a woman-owned shop. She makes incredible leather goods. And inside my briefcase is all of my stuff. So let's look at that. So one of the most essential parts of my day-to-day life is my computer. I have a 16-inch MacBook Pro. I had a 13-inch MacBook Pro. It made it all the way through my PhD. And then eventually it started dying. It couldn't keep up with the kinds of advanced editing things that I was doing. I was doing some motion graphics and it just was nearly dying. It sounded like a jet engine taking off. So I was able to buy this laptop during the pandemic, and it's been a really wonderful tool. It's got 32 gigs of RAM. It's able to do most of the editing things that I need. And then I have a laptop from work that's 64 gigs, and it's able to handle literally anything I handle or throw at it right now. I also carry with me a couple of pens. I'm a minimalist in most parts of my life, except for the wall behind me. It's got all sorts of crap on it. I wanted a nice pen. I wanted a pen that would function, that would write well, that I could replace cartridges on. So I got these Fisher Space Pens. They're pretty well known in sort of the EDC world. I find them aesthetically pleasing. They do their job well. I like that theoretically, if I take care of these things, they will last a lifetime and I could pass them on. Just like this briefcase, if I have a child, I could pass it on to her, him, or they. I could give it to them and then they could have a thing that they could remember me by or use, and that would prevent them from having to take out a bank loan and buy a briefcase or a laptop or something like that. Same thing with these pens. Hopefully they don't have to take out a bank loan to buy pens, but you get me. Nice things that last a long time. So in addition to those pens, I almost always have a Fieldnote small notebook on me. I've tried a bunch of different varieties, but when I was in Portland, Oregon, I saw the Fieldnotes brand, and for some reason, the aesthetic just worked with me. Part of my academic training and background and interest, it's in anthropology, and you write field notes, and I just couldn't get past the fact that this notebook said the word field notes, which is what I used it for. I have a bunch of these. I keep them on my desk as well as on my person, and it helps me keep up with attendance and notes for myself for student performance, as well as my to-do list for shopping and groceries. Like literally it says pie, donuts, pizza, pretzel over here. Don't even know what that's about, but that was a thing. But I love these. I think they're very useful. And I journaled all the way through at least the start of the pandemic. I intended to journal through the entire thing, but I didn't expect it to last so long. Okay, so this one isn't glamorous, but I almost always have some form of gum in my pocket, in my briefcase, both. I have a desk drawer that's just dedicated to gum. It's all it stores, just gum, and some notebooks actually, so it's a dual purpose drawer, but gum. I would rather have it and not need it rather than the inverse. In addition to that, I'm actually using my cell phone as a monitor, but I always keep this Smartish, it's the name brand, phone case. I used to have a wallet, and I would carry my phone and then a super minimalist wallet, but I got one of these card cases. So I have like 3 or 4 cards. I have a key card to get into my room, and then I have my phone in here, and I have a couple of credit cards and debit cards, and this allows me to keep all of that crap together and in one part of my pocket. Love it. It's very handy. Also, got one of these, got a face mask. Always keep one of these on my person. Likewise, another thing that I have you have to have car keys, office keys, keys to your house. I have this little key fob. I had it made for me. Almost identically matches the leather on the briefcase, but I bought it off Etsy. An artist made it for me. I said, can you match this thing? They did a great job, and she mailed it to me. And keep my keys on this. I have a dongle with me. I hate that name. I hate the function of a dongle. I wish these things were just built in every single device that Apple produces. But I have a 2019 or 2020 Mac, so I don't have the latest version. So connect this. It allows me to use HDMI to connect to the projector in my room, USB, SD card for editing videos. I never use the Ethernet port. Next essential is this Brita water bottle. I fill up water down at the end of the hall. I drink it during class so I don't die, and then I will often empty the contents of the bottle into my plants, and they appreciate it. So I bring this briefcase. It keeps me minimalistic. It makes me have all of my professional things that I need at the ready so I can just take it to class, plug up, and start teaching. But in addition to that, I usually will bring 1 or 2 changes of clothes with me every day, because oftentimes I will come into my office and I will record 1 or 2 or 3 videos in a single sitting. So I will often have a couple of ties, a couple of shirts, and then some comfortable clothes so I can go to the gym before, really early in the morning, or after when I get back home after a long day at work. So I have this Herschel bag with me that I bought at REI recently. Seems pretty great. Seems like it's going to stand the test of time. Last but not least are these headphones. These are Bose over-the-ear noise canceling headphones. I edit probably 10 to 20 hours a week, and that means I have headphones on my head all the time. These don't hurt my ears. They cancel sound, so I don't have to hear my dog running around doing zoomies in the background. These are great headphones. They sound wonderful. Bose makes wonderful products, and I feel like my one-time investment will last a very long time. They've been through a lot with me thus far this year, and I think they're gonna, continue to work for years to come. So Bose headphones, absolutely essential. They're almost always around my neck when I'm at work, not teaching. So thanks for watching. If you've ever wondered what a college professor keeps on him or herself or theirself, now you know at least what I do. So thanks for watching. If you're new here, if you've never seen the channel, I do videos about what it's like to be a college professor, things on social media content production, popular culture, and I'm trying to do more and more advice for graduate students and first-gen students. So if you're interested, you might subscribe. Bah, bah, bah.